lost in the sand, whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night.
Good morning. I hope everybody here is having an amazing day so far, an amazing week. We are on Wednesday now, so that's pretty darn amazing, isn't it? So, what was I doing? So yesterday, I got a message from a friend of ours who does some vending on the side. Got a message from a friend. There is a school PTA that is putting together an event today. And I guess some of the vendors backed out, or I have no clue what the deal even is. But it looks like I'm going to be doing tarot at an elementary school PTA event. So this should be pretty darn interesting. So I've been going through my tarot decks because all the decks, professional decks, most of them have nudity in them and things like this. And I'm thinking, it's a high school. So I've got these other decks that are based, I don't know if anybody else in the world actually has ever seen, where's that? There we go. Over the Garden Wall. So I've got the Tarot of the Unknown, which is based on Over the Garden Wall. And I've got some other decks that I'm going to take. I'll take my regular decks for the parents, but I think pulling up nudity for 7-year-olds or 8-year-olds would not be the way to go. So this should be interesting. I have to say my life is interesting, but I was funny to be talking to my friend and they're like, oh no, can you do it? I'm like, okay. Kids elementary PTA. This should be fun. So what are we actually doing though today is that we are doing our daily reflection. And again, it's that light switch that just reminds us, whether it's ringing a bell, shuffling the cards, or just turning on the tube now and coming here. But it just is a reminder that at least there's one time during the day where we can take a breath, let our feet relax, our butt get comfortable in the seat, and our shoulders relax, and our neck relax. And listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Because, regardless of anything, whatever we do, our choices, each small one, will affect us no matter what. So we may not think taking a breath in the morning for that extra 5 seconds won't help. But if, as I always say, if there's a multiverse, it's like there's 50 other things you could have been doing instead of stopping and taking a breath and doing something positive. You could be tripping because you're trying to run around too much. You could be doing this. But the Wheel of Fortune is shown. The World card is shown. If you do good, you get good. If you take a breath and do something positive, generally the outcome will be positive. So that's why I kind of emphasize that, where just finding your light switch that says we're going to let our shoulders relax. So let's see what we have here for the day. As we listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. And taking a breath. So, let's put our 3 stacks here, each one a different thread going out to the universe. Each a different thread going out to the universe. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this will be one conversation that'll lead down one path. And these two are two totally different conversations. And this is where intuition just comes in. And today I'm going to go with what's right on top, which I like to think of as things that are right in front of us and we don't even see. Or if you've ever read Sherlock Holmes, the actual book, he says in there, we see but we do not observe. It's interesting. In the book, he says, Sherlock Holmes, I've read him a couple times, but he says it's like we walk up the same stairs every day. We see the stairs, we know the stairs, we walk up them, and then he says, how many stairs are there? And what can we say? Most of us would say, I've never thought about that. I don't know. So that's why with the tarot, that's another thing, is that we just kind of like open up that extra eye. And we try and see beyond just what our vision sees. So I'm going to flip each one over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. Didn't we start out with the sun yesterday? We did. So yesterday we started out with the sun. And so the sun, again, one of the happiest cards in the deck. It's that stuff that we work towards. It's that positive, it's that reason why we go to work. It's that reason why we try and take care of those around us. For those moments where we just feel like, you know what, the sun has come out, the birds are singing, and it's just this positive thing. So we're starting right off looking at, reflecting on, where have we come from? And what are the positive things? And I talk about we see but we don't observe. As we get older, we forget to find the magic in the ordinary. As we get older, if we're sitting at a table, we don't remember the first time like we saw a dandelion. And then somebody showed us how to blow on a dandelion, and we saw all the little fairies come off the dandelion. That was magical. Now we see a dandelion and we think, oh God, I got to get me some weed killer. It's because we forget to look for the magic in the ordinary. So when we see the sun card, sometimes it's saying, let's remember what it was like to see a dandelion the first time. And what it was like to just stand under the sun and feel like this. And then we have the Two of Coins. So coins are about home, health, finance, all those things that help to keep us grounded. And again, if we reflect on the sun card and where we came from, it's that positive aspect that helps to keep us grounded. Twos are about choices. Twos are making decisions, and it's about finding a balance. And then we have the Star. So the Star is what we always used for guidance when, in the age of travel. When we first started traveling the globe, what did we do? We would follow the sun. The sun would rise in the east and set in the west. And then at night, we'd look for the North Star. We'd travel by the stars. And so this card is about having faith. This card is about having hope. So as we're making choices today, are we going to reflect on our fears? And are we going to try and, balance out these choices because I'm afraid what tomorrow will bring? Or are we going to balance out on our choices saying, there's so many positive things in the world. What can I do to make the world positive tomorrow? If not for me, for somebody else. So this is just one of those spreads that says that we need to remember the positive. We have choices dealing with our home, our families, and it's so easy to forget all that positive. It's so easy to forget the magic in the ordinary. I'm watching my grandson grow, and there's magic there. And so trying to make something for tomorrow, you know, there's choices that we do have to make. So let's see what the advice card is. It's the 9 of Cups. So when we make our choices today, are we going to make them based on the headlines we read when we go to our web pages to see just how dark and gloomy the tomorrow is going to be? If we base our decisions on dark and gloomy, then maybe the outcome comes out, dark and gloomy. But maybe if we can try and make our decisions based on, what is the positive? What is the sunshine out there? We have the sun and we have the stars. These are the things that kind of dispel the darkness. And when we have the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups is traditionally also called the wish card. So 9s are about fulfillment. 9s are, we are at a point where we can at least take a breath. Cups are spirituality, emotions, and feelings. So this is about filling our cups today, all the way up to the 9s. What is the positive things that we need to reflect on? What is it so that we can find a balance today, so that whatever choices we make today, with our home, health, finances, and things like that, instead of doing it in darkness and in fear of what tomorrow might bring, of all the anxieties we might have, that we all have, with the 9 of Cups as our advice card, what would we wish for? And so this is just saying that today, let's just find the positive. Let's just try and make our decisions not based on fear. Let's find something positive to focus on with the star. Because today we have 2 majors, and I always say minors. The numbered cards are just day-to-day cards. Welcome to a Thursday. Welcome to a Wednesday. But the majors we want to pay attention to, and these are 2 very strong cards. We have a fire card and we have a water card. We have the sun and we have the stars. So this spread is all about finding the positive, using that as our guide, and then just believing. So with that, I hope everybody has that amazing day today. Try and find the magic in the ordinary. And whatever decisions we're making, let's try to look past the fear. And let's try and look towards the hope that the star brings. With that, take care. Have that amazing day. And I will see everybody again tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, run around the stories we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a